I was raised really conservatively. My dad, out of the Oklahoma fist fighter, lost their family. His dad lost everything in the Dust Bowl, Grapes of Wrath, in Oklahoma. Moved to Compton, lived in Compton, grew up really conservative. My brother joined the Marines at 17. I was 5 years younger than him, and all the stress that my parents were feeling, I didn't want to cause them any more by pursuing my own life. And I knew that what I wanted to experiment with would also, I wasn't a rebellious kid, okay? And I held myself back because I didn't want to cause them any more stress. And I found myself in college with people who really knew what they wanted to do, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew there was something for me in life. I knew I was a storyteller, but as far as I could really hang that on anything, my dad thought I was a daydreamer, which was code for being really fucking lazy. I wasn't. I put myself through school. I worked on commercial fishing boats when I was 17, 18, and paid for my college. I drove trucks. I framed houses. I was on the path to blue collar work, which was fine with me, but I knew in my heart I was a storyteller. And the idea of finally telling, in my senior year of college, really realizing I wasn't good in academia, that this is what I was going to do. I was going to burn my ships and go try to be this thing, even though I didn't know the first thing about it. I had to have a private talk with myself. I had to understand that I wasn't going to please anybody anymore. And I made that decision to do that. And I know it through confusion, and everybody around me who loved me, who cared about me. For those who knew me, maybe kind of snickers, laughs, what the hell does he think he's doing? But getting in touch with myself, really in touch with myself, putting my first foot on the yellow brick road of what my life was going to be, I think is not an iceberg, the tip of an iceberg that anybody else can see. But if you ask me what I'm most proud of, is that I got control of my own life, that I would decide my fate.
It's an awesome answer. It leads to the other side of the coin. What's the hardest thing that you've ever had to work yourself through?
Being divorced with children.
That's my answer as well. It exceeds any difficulty and pain that I ever experienced professionally. I thought I was a relatively tough individual until that. And I have never questioned my place in the world, my value as a man, my ability to be a parent. There were some dark moments. Holy shit. I hope nobody has to go through it, but I do believe you get a better depth of your soul and a sounding of who you are as a man if you can make your way through that.
We ought to probably have dinner sometime.
Yeah, I'm a few years out from mine, and I found an amazing woman afterwards, after thinking I was going to be alone for the rest of my life, and it has changed my outlook on life moving forward. And for anybody who's in those trenches, I hope that they can find the same thing, because
good for you.
Yeah. It wasn't something I was looking for. I had committed to this is just going to be me and my solo journey. I'm on a rowboat through life by myself. I didn't think I could take any more pain, to be honest.
Well, look, it's a risk, and you this is your life, and there's nothing wrong with love.